We need to keep our environment sustainable. We want to leave not only the land and livestock, we also want to leave our balance sheet in a sustainable manner for the next generation. Colborne Farms is a multi-generational farm. I'd be the 5th generation. My kids would be the 6th generation if they come back. We grow cattle, oilseeds, pulse crops, and grain, and have a table egg operation as well. We chose to stay together as a family organization. A lot of farm operations do split at, say, brothers, and we chose to stay together as cousins and second cousins and to keep the farm under Colborne Farms living. My oldest daughter is Cadence Colborne. She's turning 17 this fall. She can move equipment around for us a little bit. She works in our poultry barns when she's available, and she also helps with our cattle ranch, treating cattle and rounding up cattle.
I do anything from weed whacking in the yard to building fence and checking cows in the pasture, and I'll help Dad move equipment when he needs. And I've been working for a while, probably when I was around 10 I started picking eggs. I love working around and working in the barns. My mom does bookwork and Jody picks eggs as well.
Modern technology is crucial to Colborne Farms. It's allowed us to grow and expand at a sustainable rate. Some of the things that we use is variable rate technology in soil testing in our grain farm, where we can monitor the inputs that we use. The inputs are not free, right? So they're not inexpensive. So we try and minimize as much overlap as possible with that and place the right nutrients in the right place at the right time to help maximize crop production.
This is our farm sprayer. We use it to spray the fields in the summertime to control weeds, and in the fall we use it to dry down the crop before harvest so that we can take the crop off.
In our poultry operation, we can monitor the environmental conditions in the barn and feed consumption and water consumption daily and production daily through the use of our smartphones. If there's a power outage, it'll let us know if our generators are turning on. We've got cameras in our calving barns, so we can monitor the cattle as they're calving to see if they need any help or assistance in birthing the calves. So it allows us not to have to be in the barn 24/7. Our base farm here where we're at is fairly light soil, and in the past, to control weeds, they used tillage. And when it would dry out, that dry soil would blow. The use of chemistries like glyphosate or the use of genetically modified canola, herbicide-tolerant canola, has allowed us to grow different crops on this land that we traditionally couldn't grow in the past because we'd have to work the soil. With direct seeding, we can go right into the standing stubble, maintain our moisture, maintain our seed bed, get good establishment with our small seeded crops.
This is the air seeder. It's our direct seeding tool, and it applies the seed and fertilizer at the same time in the soil without disturbing the soil, which means it's more environmentally friendly.
Our farm vision statement is growing for generations. That's not only generations of Colborns, but generations of other Canadian or global consumers. And we want to do that in not only a sustainable environmental way, but in a sustainable economic way as well. We grow wheat, cereal crops, we grow oil seeds, canola, pulse crops, lentils, peas, to have a good crop rotation, manage diseases. If we run a good crop rotation and we not only minimize those diseases, it's also healthier for the land. The reason is because it also helps fixate nitrogen from the environment.
These are the fertilizer bins, and these are our kind of storage bins, and in the back we have a grain dryer, and that is used to dry the more moist crop when we take it off if it's not dry enough to store in the bins right away.
How it's going to change in the future, it may be AI, algorithms, data management that allow us to make decisions. We need to create an environment that when people are looking at employment, that maybe working on a farm is something that's pretty cool that they want to do, right? Because of the technology that we offer. I'd like consumers to know that farmers, growers, producers are a good judge of technology. If we didn't see that they improved our environment, our ability to grow a crop, our ability to increase yield, our ability to be safer in all those processes, and our ability to increase our revenue, we wouldn't use it. I definitely feel like there's more room for collaboration between policymakers and farmers. It's our livelihoods and legacies that are built on our farms. I feel that farms need to be at the table with the policymakers because it directly impacts our livelihoods. The folks before us did a really good job of adapting technology and changing, and it allowed that foundation to be passed to the next generation. And that is our goal, is to get our farm to the next generation.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the history of the farm, and seeing Grandpa come in and checking on everyone. He's really proud, and so that makes me really proud of my family history as well.